Welcome to the season finale of Have a Shift Day. I don't want it to be the season finale, but unfortunately...
2 seasons going to end at once. Penguins and Have a Shift Day.
Yeah. So, obviously, the Penguins did not make the playoffs. If you follow us on Instagram or Twitter, you saw that Jake has paid his dues for the bet.
It's just a brutal day. I feel like I betrayed the city wearing that garbage.
I saw you went out and about. Did people say something to you? Yeah, here it is.
Not one person said anything to me.
Wow.
Get that piece of trash away from me, please. But I did see Bova and like Aiden and Jacob and John, and they all like
Eagle.
they were saying some explicit stuff to me on the streets, but
Good.
that was about the only encounter I had. I'd say that was bad.
Yeah, I mean, I feel a little bit bad because the Penguins were just so close.
I really thought I had it in the
No,
bag.
don't put it on, Nick. Don't put... Nick! Don't put it on.
I thought the Penguins were gonna make it. Honestly, like I feel like when we last met, we all felt pretty confident.
We were all confident. You heard us last episode. We were all like, "Oh my gosh, they're gonna make it," and then we talked. We spoke.
Sorry,
way
Andrew.
too
Apparently,
soon.
I'm not allowed to wear your Eagle jersey.
Why would you want to wear that trash?
Yeah.
'Cause I want them to beat the Capitals.
Well, they are. I mean, it's pretty much a bye week for them.
Yeah. So our bracket video will be coming out tonight.
Let's go Canes.
I'm probably gonna have it come out at 8.
Okay.
Actually, maybe 7:30. We don't want it to
Sure.
overlap with the Taylor Swift music video.
That's so true.
7:30.
I could
bracket
care
video.
less.
Hey,
Po-
we
Post
care.
Malone, we care because Post Malone's in that video.
Oh, nice.
He cares more about Post Malone than I do.
Of course
Yeah.
they do. Fortnite.
It was a double album. That's all I'll
Okay,
say.
But Fortnite was
It was pretty good.
a good song.
All right.
I was
Enough
supposed
of
to
that.
add more.
Did you say what
Let's-
we're doing on Sunday?
Oh yeah, we're going somewhere Sunday.
So,
We're going to paint the ice.
Yeah, so I invited these two special people in my life to paint the ice with me.
Oh, it was special.
Aww.
It's not
It's
like
gonna be
Megan wanted
fun.
to kill us
We're
5
gonna-
minutes ago.
We're
got a lot going on.
have our second vlog.
Already.
Yeah.
You guys like the first one? Go to the second one.
I think we need to make more next year when we go to games.
Have a Shift Day has a meeting
Is
this
this gonna be
week.
like an actual YouTube video now, like this one? Because the other one we just posted on our Instagram.
I feel like
Yeah.
we just posted on Instagram.
We'll talk about this.
So-
Well, we do have a big lunch meeting coming up discussing the future of the show. So
The date TBD. Don't worry, the show's not going away.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of what
just
we're
trying
doing.
to take it to the next
Yes.
level here.
Yeah.
And
Unlike the
also, this
Penguins.
guy's gonna be in Chicago all summer, so we're gonna have to work
Yeah.
that out.
We'll figure it out. But we'll get into. We still
Pay
have
for my
stuff.
plane ticket.
We still have stuff to talk about today, so let's get into it here. Obviously, like we said, the Penguins did not make the playoffs,
No.
and that was due to us losing against Boston, and then everyone else winning. So we didn't get any.
I mean, the one night Boston actually tries to compete against us, of course. I mean, they can't even get 10 shots off against the terrible Capitals team. Couldn't get help there, but for the Penguins, they basically could not lose a game in regulation. And I think that started in Madison Square Garden on that road trip. They basically could not lose a game in regulation from that moment. And
didn't.
we didn't, and then it came down. I think it was going to come down to the Saturday night. If we somehow managed to win this game, I think we had like a 80% shot to make the playoffs if we won this game. But
Yeah.
the Bruins were a good team. They played very hungry that night. And another thing, I personally wanted Jari starting in this one.
I did too, actually.
I know Ned was the guy for rightfully so as he played his butt off and carried this team. You know, he played back-to-back nights some nights. He was great, but you paid Jari all this money in the offseason to be the guy. In a game like this against the Bruins, you're at home Saturday night on ESPN, and Ned just couldn't stop a beach ball.
No.
I mean, the goaltending in this game looks to be absolutely atrocious
It was atrocious.
from both sides, like not just.
I mean, every now and then the Bruins did get some saves, though. I feel in that
did
first 10 minutes,
I didn't watch.
in that first 10
didn't?
minutes,
No, I was
in the first
watching-
10 minutes, the Penguins pushed, but it ended up being 0-0 in the first, and then the second period, it was bad.
I was watching a musical.
That's right. I forgot I gave you updates.
You did. I
Brutal updates.
I looked at my phone during intermission. I had like
But I did say,
5
I
texts
will
from
say
Megan,
this.
like 8 texts from other
They
people.
they were
like,
down
Send you
4-1.
5.
They were down 4-1. They did push back 4-3. Gio O'Connor, arguably one of the best goals of the season for the Penguins. But it was just too
Huge.
much.
Huge.
They dug themselves a hole, and that was pretty much it. Obviously, Detroit and the Washington took care of their own business after this
And
game.
Philly, not
and
that
Philly,
it mattered,
yeah,
but
it cost us.
I mean, it kind of did in a way.
But then again, there's a lot of. I mean, look at this tweet. Look, there's so many games we've blown. Okay, we'll start with Chicago. 0 for 2 on the power play.
We were at that game.
2-goal
We all
lead
were.
blown. Anaheim, they had a 5-on-3. They gave up a shorthanded goal. 2 for 7 on the power play in this game. Against the Rangers, 0 for 5 on the power play, 1-0 loss. Against Buffalo, blew 2-goal lead, 0 for 2 on the power play. Philadelphia, 0 for 5 on the power play, blew a third period lead.
Do we need to continue?
Do you want
Yes.
to?
Yes.
No. There's so many. We're gonna be here all day.
0 for 3 on the power play, another
Oh,
loss to
goodness.
Philly in overtime. 1 for 7 on the power play against Ottawa, lost 5-4 in overtime. 0 for 4 on the power play against Vancouver, lost 4-3 in
Told you, We're gonna
overtime.
be here all day.
0 for 4 on the power play against Carolina, lost 3-2 in overtime. 0 for 1 on the power play, but guess it. They gave up a 2-goal lead in the third period against Vegas. That's a loss.
Again, can we stop?
And
We're just in.
We're only at the
going
end
on to
of January.
Florida.
This
We
is
are
the end of January.
in the end of January. 1 for 8 in the power play, lost in a shootout to Florida. Heading into Minnesota, 1 for 6 on the power play, lost 3-2. Winnipeg, 0 for 3 on the power play, lost 2-1. Yager Knights, 1 for 5 on the power play, blew a third period lead. New York Islanders, 0 for 3 on the power play, 5-4 loss in overtime. Calgary,
Oh
the
my
game
gosh,
that
can we just
pretty much
stop?
ended the season. Blew a 2-goal lead in the third period, 1 for 5 on the power play. Colorado, 4-goal lead blown out the window, 0 for 2 on the power play. Columbus, 2-goal third period blown lead, 0 for 2 on the power play. Toronto, 0 for 5 on the power play. That's it. Shout out to Matt Inzer for the awesome tweet.
Honestly, all of those you read, like, play into my. I had 3 points of what bothered us this season, kind of caused us to not make the playoffs. I see you added a 4th point.
Yeah. Did you just see that now?
Yes, I did. But you basically said it with these 3 points. Power play was not executing. We kept losing leads, and then our OT losses. Anytime we got to a point in the season where anytime we went to overtime, we're like, okay, well, we got 1 point because we're gonna lose in this game. Power play, I was literally talking about it to someone earlier today. The biggest issue, we would not shoot. We just kept passing. No one was moving. I said it earlier this year. We fixed it a teensy-weensy bit, like, after Christmas, but there was not much that we did to fix it. There was a little bit more movement, a little bit more shooting, but just, I don't know. Not enough improvement. And then
Just lackadaisical.
and then the losing leads. Like, the defense needs to be better.
Just hold on to the lead. How hard can it be? Play
Apparently-
Penguins hockey.
Apparently really hard. So,
They need me in the locker room just getting in these guys' faces.
I mean,
I'm not joking.
there's obviously at least one.
Apparently, they need to hire you.
They do.
At least we won
Just
against
talked to Dubas earlier today.
against the Predators. Got a win on Fan Appreciation Night.
Hey, they did.
Yeah.
It's a little too late, though.
I'd like to, before we like get into the future
Hey.
and stuff. What?
We have a little bit of breaking news.
It's the season finale.
No, we still have breaking news.
What?
Kyle Dubas has been named the Associate GM of Hockey Canada for the 2024 IIHF World Championship.
Oh,
Attaboy, Doobie.
okay.
In Doobie
Now
Doobie
do some
Doobie
work in the
Trust.
off season to get this team back in the
He will.
playoffs.
Did you hear that he said today that like he wants to rebuild to kind of be like LA's or the Rangers.
I did see that.
Oh, I heard him mention LA when I came in here.
Easier
Thanks for
said than
watching.
done, though. It's very hard to do, you know.
I think he can do it.
I believe he can do it.
But back to what I was saying. Those 2 goals that got called back in the first period because of goaltender interference.
Oh, of Nashville?
Yes.
I mean, there's no other way to say it.
Like, it's not like it affected us drastically. We still won the game.
Yeah.
But, like, they were just
Can I?
ridiculous. You need to go off on a rant?
It was bullshit. I mean,
Jake!
I'm sorry, but like...
but like
We've
it
been
was-
doing so good
No,
all
it had,
year!
like,
no,
that
listen,
was
that's like the only way you could perfectly describe those calls. So.
like that's the only way I could say
That's it.
I mean, you're not wrong, but still, you guys...
I mean, what are we doing here?
I mean, I'm
He
proud
ver-
you guys went the whole year without swearing.
I didn't
Until
I'm
today.
sorry, I couldn't.
I didn't swear.
You can cut it out. You
Yeah,
want to cut it?
I will.
Okay.
You should
I
just-
already
you should
have.
Just bleep it.
Just
Yeah.
sleep. Yeah.
Like, beep.
I don't-
It's beep.
I do have to find a beep effect, though.
You should. That'd
but
be
but
kinda
yeah,
funny.
I mean, you look at it like he at the bunting one, like okay,
He
maybe.
tapped his stick.
Yeah, like
Okay,
that's
the bunting one was like an eh.
it's like
Not
oh,
enough,
no.
in my opinion, to call it, but like,
No.
Then the other one was
Eh.
Eller, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Eller
I
was-
mean, that was what that happens every play in hockey. it
Okay,
seems.
here's the thing.
Eller
Eller
just shouldn't
was
go to the
very
net.
close. But if you watch the play, Shesterkin moves up
Shesterkin?
direct. Shesterkin. I'm so sorry. Guys, I have so much in my brain today, okay?
Igor's
Really?
in your head.
Really?
Igor's-
Soros.
Only
I was
Igor
thinking
plays
of
for
Igor.
the
I was thinking
Predators
about
now.
Igor, okay? We've been talking about Igor a lot.
Good
Soros
goalie.
moves up onto Eller, even taps his back with his glove, and then he proceeds to be like, hang on, he was in my way. I'm sorry, you're the one who moved closer to him,
Like, what are we doing here, NHL?
so you moved.
I
Your
mean-
fault.
What are we doing here?
Sorry that you moved.
Just cross check Saros at that point. If you're gonna call that, what's the point?
This league still doesn't know what goalie interference is.
This league sucks when it comes to goalie interference.
Yeah.
It sucks.
What is that
Horrible.
call?
That
Our
was-
season was on. Like I'm gonna
We
say.
could have had a 4-0.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
at the
lucky
end
that
of the
we
first.
still won that
We
game.
should have had.
We had no.
But we
we had.
should've
We
had
had.
more goals.
Yeah, we
Like,
should
those
have
calls
won
were
more.
just
We should have won more
ridiculous.
than 2 goals. Nashville had
Um,
no business even
but no,
being
no.
in that game.
Now that we got that out of the way, what are we looking at for the future of this team? Like next season, maybe even
Well, Nick-
beyond. Obviously, one quick thing I want to touch on: Jeff Carter is retiring after the season's contract expires. We want to say congratulations to Jeff Carter on a
Congrats, Jeff.
fantastic career.
2-time Stanley Cup champion.
Can we do the Ryan Mill? Me and Nick.
Yes.
Sure.
Scored by
By
number
number
77,
77,
Big
Jeff
Jeff Carter.
That was good. That was good. I liked it. Classy move by the Islanders, so I'll go shake his hand at the end of the game.
Named him the 3rd star of the game, too.
Yes.
Why not
Um,
the first?
How about getting a goal with a sit
Yeah.
apple?
Oh, yeah.
Got a goal in his final game. So we wish you all the best, Jeff Carter. We know we
Come
made
on the power play.
the power
I,
play.
I wouldn't be shocked if he comes back as like a mentor, like player development or
Oh,
something
yeah, he's
like
get-
that.
he-
No,
said
fire
he's-
Lee and replace him with Jeff Carter.
He said he's staying in Pittsburgh. Just
Come on
'cause
the
his
power
family's
play.
kind of established themselves there. We may have slandered him a few times on this
Maybe.
podcast.
No, he was okay, but he was good this year. Like, he wasn't good, but like,
We did not say that this
you know
year.
what I mean? He
We watching
wasn't.
the same
He
game.
He was. He was.
We're s-
We watching the same
He
He
game.
wasn't as bad as he was.
Even-
Last year was bad.
Yeah. Even though
This season
we
was
He was
an
somewhat
improvement.
serviceable.
even though we had
He
all
was
of our
still- He
slander,
scored 11 goals this year.
He did.
even though we've had all of our slander, we
shorties.
still wish you all the best,
we
Jeff
witnessed.
Carter.
No, 3 shorties.
3?
He got the one against Detroit.
Those are 2.
2. We were at both the games.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think that game that Detroit game needs to be brought up too with holding leads. Like we were up 5-3, they tied it late, and then that point might have cost us.
That was the most stressful game I ever watched.
It didn't end. It ended up not costing us, but like
I mean, yeah.
looking
but
at the
like,
bigger picture, though, you got to win that game regulation.
Mm-hmm. But back to what I was saying with the future of the team. What does it look like with coaching staff? Maybe what
The
players?
saying.
I think Sully's
What
back.
players do you want to see gone? What
Ryan
pieces do you-
Graves. Get off
Can
my
I
team.
finish my question,
Tristan
please?
Jarry.
What kind of players do you want to see added to the team?
Guys that can win, and guys that are young. Simple. Let's not overthink it here, dude.
Send Ryan Graves to the Guangdong Tigers. Send Tristan Jari to Mars. And bring in...
I think Jari to the Avalanche could be a possibility.
Oh.
I could see that.
I definitely think that because I think the Avs need a bit better goaltending.
Yeah, send Jari to the Avs. Send Graves to Guangdong.
Good gracious.
And
Why not just send him to San Jose?
Nick, that's actually an issue. Like,
I'd rather him
Grace
sent
is
to
making
Guangdong.
$6 million, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For like 5 more years?
yeah, and
Just
Jack
brutal.
St. Ivany's better than him by far.
By far. By far.
Yeah.
Jack St.
Jack-
Ivany's kind of reminds me of Marcus Pettersson.
He,
Ooh.
Like the second coming
yeah.
of Marcus Pettersson.
we know he's going to be our 6th defenseman next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
St.
He's the
Ivany,
perfect
Ryan Shea were
sixth
playing
defenseman.
very well.
Yeah.
Hear me
And
out.
that's some youth on the back end.
Would you like to see Pierre-Olivier Joseph gone and replaced with John Ludwig?
No.
No?
Really?
I think POJ and Chris Letang finished the year strong.
Well, they did. That's what I mean. They did. Cause like I kind of. What about Riley Shea?
Ryan Shea?
Ryan Shea.
I think Ludwig's a guy you bring in.
Better than Ryan Shea?
I don't think Ludwig's a guy you can rely on for 82 games a year. I think you bring him in for games that you know you're gonna need physicality, like a rivalry type game. I think Shea and POJ are both better players than Ludwig.
L take, but okay.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
I think I'm in agreement with Nick on this. I don't know if I want to see POJ go. I think I'd still like to have him as an option because you never
I
Absolutely.
know
mean, we know what
how dead our
I'd ra-
defense
honestly,
could get.
I'd rather see Ludwig in over Shea,
Mm.
but
I don't think so.
I think we have a good,
we need
Pool.
physicality
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but-
on the
agree.
back end.
I'm not saying I don't think you can rely on Ludwig for 82 games. I
think
just
you
don't
could.
think.
I think you could.
I'm not saying that you have to because I think that we do have like a decent pool of young defensemen that we can pull from. Like
Yeah,
Ludwig needs a rest, let's put in Ryan Shea.
Yeah.
Shea needs a rest, let's put Ludwig back in.
yeah.
They both
we,
need
like,
a rest.
alternate them.
That's what I'm
have
saying.
St.
Yeah, it
Ivany
needs
and
to be
POJ
a,
in.
it needs to be a cycle. Like
Yeah, that's fair.
that's what I'm saying here. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
Should we still? Do you think?
but we got bigger problems than our 6th defenseman. So.
Dude, I did.
Um,
You figure out how to get
Yeah,
Ryan
bottom.
Graves to Guangdong.
So
Fast
Steven
ticket.
Stamkos, how you doing?
we cannot afford Steven Stamkos. I'm pretty sure
Ain't
What do you
no
mean?
way you brought
What do
up Steven Stamkos to the Penguins.
Steven
a free
Stamkos
agent.
is not coming to the Penguins.
He is. If he comes to the Penguins, I will.
Okay, did you think Carlson was gonna come to the Penguins?
Well, no, but that was via trade, not signing. Stamkos.
You know what?
Why would he
hey,
want
hey,
to team
Want
up
to make
with?
another bet?
Hey up.
Oh, no.
Oh no, not
All right,
again.
what do we got?
We were so close to
Okay,
losing the
okay,
last
I'll
one.
make a deal. If Steven Stamkos signs with the Penguins, I will buy you a Steven Stamkos jersey
Oh no.
with like a Penguins jersey, Steven Stamkos Penguins jersey. Your home opener ticket.
Nick, you're going broke with this deal.
He's not. I doubt he's gonna be a Penguin.
And you know what else I'll do?
Huh.
To even guarantee he doesn't sign with the Penguins, I will fly you to the All-Star game and buy you your ticket.
Nick, you're gonna go broke if you lose this.
What do I have to do?
What do you have to do if
Just,
Steven
like-
Stamkos doesn't?
Buy your food one night?
Yeah.
If I'm going broke, you're going broke.
What? My odds are terrible.
Guys, this is a dumb bet.
Okay,
Don't
you know
make
what-
this
you know
bet.
What, you know what you have to do?
Huh?
If Steven Stamkos doesn't sign with them, you have to buy me a John Ludwig jersey. That's it.
No, I'm not doing that. Bet.
Okay.
Okay, no bet.
No
No
bet.
bet today. Jake is traumatized from his last bet.
I'm not traumatized. I mean, I single-handedly carried this team to play meaningful hockey. So there's only so much I can do as a captain of the playoff ship. But
Yeah, our captain was devastated the other night.
I had no support. I mean, people were hopping on and off the ship.
Yeah, I
Things-
cried.
Hey, when I finally hopped on, I was
But then-
on.
Megan
was on.
Megan sank the ship. Honestly,
What?
I'm being quite honest.
That is insane. That is
She hopped on Saturday, and that was it. Right after that, we hit an
Go hopped
iceberg.
on the, like the Titanic.
I am offended by your accusations.
I mean, I'm just saying the truth.
That is insane. That's
Can
insane.
you believe this guy?
Megan hops on, immediately directs us to an iceberg.
You know what the iceberg? You know, there was Brad Marchand was on the iceberg.
This team went down quicker than the Titanic.
Oh no. It was not me.
It was Al.
I think it was.
It's all your fault.
It's
all your fault. It's all your fault.
It's not. I'm being harassed today.
Playoff shit will be back up in October.
Okay.
Cannot wait.
Am I allowed on it?
I gotta talk to my people.
I'm gonna have to like quietly support from the iceberg that I crashed this on. That I didn't crash us on. I didn't.
Yeah, I'll take the wheel.
I went to bed. Next thing you know, I'm in water. It's crazy.
Hey, literally, okay, Saturday, you were all like, it's over, and then
Yeah, because we lost.
You didn't let me finish. The next morning, on Sunday, you're like, team's making the playoffs. You just slept it off, you're like, we're fine, we're confident,
Yeah,
we're good.
Because I had a lifeboat on me. I was on a lifeboat.
How about we just move on to another franchise that has hit an iceberg? What? Gosh.
Move on. Please move on.
Alright, moving on.
To the other team that has hit an iceberg. The Arizona Coyotes.
They hit an iceberg. They went extinct.
A meteor hit the earth and they went extinct like the dinosaurs.
They just went extinct.
We just had the Titanic go down. They got the whole meteor coming. They'll wipe them off the face of the earth.
Better way to describe it. So.
Forget Guangdong. Get ready to learn Mormon, buddy.
Okay. So, the Arizona Coyotes have officially moved to Utah. And also, any previous records that the Coyotes have set, not going to Utah. So the Utah is just starting off fresh, clean, no records. They're a brand new team, and the Arizona records will stay in Arizona if they ever get a team again. But they're gone. They're dead. They're
27 seasons in Arizona, and it's all over.
I will say
It's over.
they did pack out Mullet Arena.
Nice white out. That was pretty cool.
They won their final game against Edmonton, so good on the Coyotes.
Did you see the Salt Lake sucks chant?
Salt Lake sucks.
Salt Lake sucks. Salt Lake sucks.
All right.
Absolutely legendary.
And seeing as this is
mean,
Arizona's final,
It was about time, right?
final hurrah,
Yeah.
I think Andrew has a statement, right?
it is time for Andrew's final Coyote statement of the week. Okay, it's a sad one.
All right. I'm so there's actually diehard Yotes fans out there, so I do feel your pain.
Wait.
What?
Please,
You're ruining
please.
the moment.
Well, no, I'm making it better.
If you're gonna play music, Andrew's already requested I have background music.
Really?
Yes, but I have to be careful because I might get copyrighted. Because this is a very
Play
specific
Runaway.
speech. That's not what it is. What are you doing, Nick?
Oh, I'm looking for the... Oh, I found it.
Is it a meme? Okay. All right.
I don't think that was worth the wait. To be
No, that
honest.
really was not.
I didn't know what it was called, so it took me a
Alright.
bit to find it.
It's time for the final Coyote statement of the week. I regret to report that both our Mullet Arena and Arizona Coyotes have fallen, with the dark shadow of Bettman and the league taking control. This... Sorry, I can't take it
It's your
seriously.
own fault. You had like 10 years to build an arena and you couldn't figure it
Basing
out.
this off of an Obi-Wan Kenobi speech from Star Wars. I can't. I keep a straight face. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to... This is a message... Sorry. This message is a warning and a reminder to all diehard Yotes fans. Trust in the Howl. Do not return to the desert. That time has passed, and our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trusts, our faith, our friendships. Isn't that directly from the speech? But we must preserve, and in time a new hope will emerge. May the hockey gods be with you always.
Wait, so is like Andrew gonna be releasing statements for the Utah team, or like what's going on here?
I don't know. We'll see.
Andrew's got to figure it out.
That was our final Coyote statement of the week.
But I did hear like they are gonna try to bring him back in 5 years.
Yeah,
so.
it's gonna be some time. No, you're horrible. But you guys wanted to do something.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Jake,
Oh yeah, we did.
it's the last time.
It's been an honor.
It's been an honor. This is for 27 seasons. Also, I want to give a shout out to the Coyote Corner because they're probably like the biggest Coyotes media like people that follow me. So shout out to them. Anyway, you ready?
Yeah.
This is for you.
Just a countdown.
Yours is so weak.
I can't do the high pitched noise.
It was a weak one because.
Should I do? No, I'm not doing
Yeah,
one.
do it.
No.
Megan, come
Megan,
on.
it's the
It's
last
one last time.
Fine. No, I can't. I can't, guys. I can't.
You
do
can't do it after this episode.
No, I can't. I I'll embarrass myself. But
America.
shut up.
Da.
Go.
Da-da-da-da.
What are you guys?
Da-da-da-da.
The gold song.
Oh, okay.
Baby, I'm howling for you.
All right.
Good
So
song, by
just
the
a
way.
few things about Utah. They might start the season without a team name.
No.
So
Let's go, Utah.
No, listen. I had the perfect name for this team. The perfect name.
What?
I saw this on Twitter, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm saying this on the podcast. Somebody said that the team should be called, you ready for this? The Utah Stormin' Mormons.
Yes, please.
I like it.
That is, if you're not telling me, that is the
Stormin'
best.
Mormons?
The logo was like a Mormon, but like in a snowstorm. Like,
No way. That's amazing.
that is not the greatest hockey team name I've ever heard in my life.
But
That needs to happen.
they already have 11,000 season ticket deposits, so I think they're going to be okay.
There's
I
only
think-
like 16,000 seats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Utah's excited for a hockey team, so we wish everyone with the new Utah organization the best of luck.
Oh, also,
We mourn the Coyotes.
they've apparently gotten, what's the word? Patents to like,
Trademarks.
yes, trademarks for a select names.
Yeah, I saw a Utah Hockey Club.
Utah Hockey Club.
Let's hope to God it's not
I
that.
think there's a Utah Venom.
Yeah, I saw that.
Um,
that one would be kind of cool.
Utah Venom.
The Utah Yetis I didn't see, so.
Yeah, you know they added that today.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Utah Blizzard, Utah Fury, and Utah HC.
Let's not make it that. We are not.
So it's very likely
we are
going
not
to be one of those
soccer
names.
where every team is FC.
Yeah.
Apparently, a lot of people did made like a whole entire thing about it too. The modern day prophets.
What?
I don't know. It's a lot of people just did a bunch. Dude, I'm sorry, but you cannot tell me that the Stormin' Mormons
That's
would be the
amazing.
greatest hockey team name in the history of the NHL.
That'd be amazing.
They go to the final.
The Stormin' Mormons, honestly, dude, I can't say enough. I love that team name.
I don't think it's gonna
Please.
happen.
Did
For
you
I
get a
know it-
jersey?
Absolutely. Dude, a Phil Kessel Stormin' Mormons jersey? Oh my, oh Lord. That would be amazing.
Oh my goodness.
That's up
Okay.
next to the Guangdong Tigers NHL jersey.
Oh,
Guangdong
God.
Tigers.
Ryan Graves Guangdong Tigers jersey, I need that.
Okay. We'll find out what happens with Utah, and we will
Wait, do
be
they
sure
sell
to talk. about it.
Guangdong Tiger NHL
I
jerseys?
don't know. We'll be back to talk about Utah next season. So, oh, nothing. Other news around the league. One of the things on here is not news. Jack Edwards, the Bruins announcer, is going to be retiring after this year. Thoughts on that? Because I know a lot of people aren't exactly.
Yeah, so 19
don't
years
really
as
like
the play-by-play announcer for the Boston Bruins.
Bye.
I
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
I
I was waiting for that.
personally wasn't the biggest fan of his commentary.
No.
He's just kind of slow. I feel like when he like his kind of delayed.
But it was like drunk for like half the game. Bye.
Some of the things he said too, like he'd be like,
Oh, he had
"Oh
that
my
whole-
gosh, that's ridiculous! Why is that a call?" I'm like,
Shut up.
"Because it
Just shut up.
is.
Shut up.
Because he did."
And then he had that
that
whole thing
illegal
with Pat
thing?
Maroon and all that.
What was the thing with Pat Maroon?
He called
Pretty
him
much
fat.
called him fat.
That's
And then Pat
rude.
Maroon joined the Bruins, and now he's leaving.
I do think it's time. I think he's going through some health issues, so I
Hey.
hope everything's all right.
Hey,
but-
Jack.
Yeah.
I do hope everything's going on health issues. You know why? Because Guangdong Tiger's looking for a new commentator, buddy.
You're overusing it.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
enough of the
It's
Guangdong Tigers.
an overkill at this point.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I won't mention the Guangdong Tigers. for the
Guangdong
rest-
can only take so many
Um,
people, Nick.
But
They need a commentator there. Also,
Yeah,
they
uh,
don't sell Guangdong
there's
Tigers
not much
NHL
really to
jerseys.
say about
Only
Jack
basketball.
Edwards. Oh, there was one bit of Penguins news we missed regarding Chris Letang. If
Oh,
one of you
yeah.
wants to fill us in. on
Yeah,
that.
so basically, apparently he played the whole season with some, like, injury, and he might be getting surgery this offseason. I'll quote, major surgery. So, we don't know
What a
it is
warrior
yet.
though, playing all 82 games while
seriously.
dealing with that.
Like, we get, like, he was obviously dealing with something because he didn't play as good as we're used to seeing, but, like, I'm glad we know, like, well, not glad, obviously, but, like, it makes sense, I should say, why there
Yes.
was an injury.
Yes.
Rather than, not obviously glad,
Obviously,
that's,
yeah.
no.
I think he started the year strong, and then obviously,
Yeah,
like,
something obviously
wasn't,
happened. You could just tell.
he wasn't the
Yeah.
best.
I wasn't
but-
too surprised to hear that news, honestly.
But at the end of the day, I mean, he's 37. He just
Yeah.
had a tough season last year, and yet another tough season for him.
Yeah.
But playing all 82 games, it's something special. It's something you
for sure.
gotta really appreciate.
Sid, Crosby,
Malkin,
Malkin.
Carlson,
yeah, they all played 82.
Pedersen,
Petty.
Yeah.
and a common theme with that is it's the old guys.
Yeah.
Just knowing how to take
Come on,
care.
kids.
Just knowing how to take care of their bodies.
Yeah.
Taking
The
care
vets.
of everything.
Mhm.
So you gotta really appreciate that. It's hard to do.
Oh no, we talked about that last week. Two more things to go over. There's not a lot that happened in the league. I mean, obviously the Eastern Conference playoff race wrapped up, but that
We don't talk about that.
we don't talk about that.
Go Leafs, go.
Yes. Nick wants them to win the cup.
But not want. They will.
Did you hear, Nick,
Tell you what?
that Matthews and Marner already booked their trip to Cancun in 2 weeks?
Hey. Did I hear that they're going to have to cancel it
Good.
because they're
grief.
playing Tampa in round 2?
Really?
More
Yeah.
on that in the bracket video.
See, dude. You'll like it.
7:30
You'll
tonight.
really like
America.
it. America.
You'll understand later.
America.
Unfortunately.
Good
America.
morning.
Good.
Don't spoil it. Just
Oh.
wait.
Also, it was good.
Okay, who do we think is going to be the Hart Trophy winner? That's what we have next.
Sidney Crosby. No, I'm kidding.
Do you want me to say the odds?
Mm,
I have the odds right here.
Okay, listen. I just want to say this one thing.
go ahead.
My top 6 in order.
Top 6?
Yes. Listen.
Okay.
Number 6, Sidney Crosby. Number 5, Artemi Panarin. Number 4, Connor McDavid. Number 3, Austin Matthews. Number 2, 2 and 1. You can put it whatever order you want. Kucherov and McKinnon. Whatever order. It's either going to be Kucherov or McKinnon. Matthews should be the 3rd nominee. McDavid should definitely be a close 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Panarin should be in the top 5. And Crosby should be 6, in my opinion. I think that's the order of how the top 6 should be nominated. But, like, once again, you could alternate 1st and 2nd. But I think Matthews should just get it over McDavid. Because we're kind of used to McDavid doing this now.
And a guy
Yeah.
who's not been talked about, I think Pastrnak has a strong case.
Yeah.
You could put him
And
like
I agree
7th.
with you, Panarin, you saying Panarin.
Panarin,
is
nobody,
strong.
like, talks
Nobody
I think he should
talked about
definitely be top
Panarin.
No.
5.
Yeah.
He should definitely be top 5.
Here are the
Panarin's
top
very underrated.
the top 4 odds right
Maybe
now
not very.
are McKinnon at -340, Nikita Kucherov at plus 500, McDavid plus 550, and Austin Matthews 2,500.
I think honestly, I can't really pick for sure if I think it's going to be Kucherov or McKinnon. I think it could
It's
go
literally
either
a coin
way.
flip.
It's literally a coin flip, yeah.
But I honestly would like to see Panarin get a nomination. Like, I know you
I'm
hate
telling
that.
you think it should be top 5.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I do agree.
And, like, I can
yeah.
see your case for Austin Matthews, too. And I'm not saying, like, oh, he shouldn't be considered. I definitely think he should be considered. But I think the Rangers wouldn't be as dominant as they were without Panarin and
I
all of his
agree.
offensive skills. So I think he should definitely be
I mean,
in the top 3.
He had 49 goals this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But for me, I think McKinnon ends up winning it. I just think he still hasn't won that like major individual award yet, and I think the voters give him the benefit of the doubt. And
I hope they do, and I hope they don't just go based off of points, because when they do that, really.
yeah,
No.
because McKinnon, I mean, he's been unreal since the start of the season. Same with pretty much all these guys. But yeah, I do think Sid will finish top 5.
Top 5?
I do think so.
I think he's just outside the top 5 for me.
I think it's McKinnon, Kucherov, Panarin, Matthews, and then Crosby, then McDavid.
I think Nick's offended.
Maybe you can switch Panarin and Matthews.
Crosby over McDavid?
Oh, that's what you're saying.
I mean,
We're biased.
Okay.
it's hard.
He's biased.
That's a very biased. I'm not being biased here. That's insane.
I think we should move on.
I thought I was crazy not having
I think
McDavid
just
in my top 4.
I think we're just all
just-
sick of McDavid getting the heart. I think that's why.
That's why I put him 4, because like I think I won't be mad if he gets put up
I
over
mean,
Matthews. I
I'm
just think
pro-
Sid
yeah,
goals
obviously a little.
to get him top 3.
I'm a little biased, but like Sid basically Sid had no power play whatsoever.
I mean, yeah, but like
He did all his damage 5-on-5, and just what he did to
yes,
carry this
yes.
team to potentially a
I think if he did
postseason.
more power play damage, I would consider him more.
Yeah,
I definitely think we got like more points.
he would get 100 points this year if he had a average.
He had
power play.
94 pretty
Yeah.
much with a horrible power
Yeah.
play. So like if they had like a good, even middle of the pack power play, he could have had at least like 100, 110 points.
I'd probably put McDavid ahead of Crosby. Yeah, that was a mistake.
Okay.
Moving on now. One more question we want to ask before we get into our final pucks and deep of the season. With the playoffs coming up, obviously,
Leaps.
I don't know obviously what. But we want to know, we want to discuss which team cannot afford a first round exit the most.
As I said, Leaps.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I agree with that.
I think the Bruins.
Please,
I'm going to say
be quiet. Be quiet over there. They don't have any center depth.
I think either the Leafs and I think honestly the Oilers could be an option.
That
too.
was gonna be my second. The Oilers.
I look at
Yeah,
Carolina
because-
too. I think
Yeah, Carolina. 'Cause
The Rangers.
Like there's a lot of
If
teams.
you lose
If
to Washington,
No, Carolina.
that is it.
Well, that's just not gonna
I-
happen. So
I don't know what I'm gonna do if Washington wins in the first
If
round.
Washington beats the Rangers,
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I would be floored.
I will. Be
I don't even know.
However, keep in
furious.
mind, that's why we watch. That's why we get excited for the playoffs. You never
Because
know
I mean,
what
you
can
never
happen.
know. There's a lot of Tom
could.
Wilson.
Matt Rempe
Tom
could
Wilson
out-
can do a lot of
Tom
things.
Wilson and Matt
Tom
Rempe,
Wilson
I'm
and
so
Matt Rempe
excited.
could literally
Holy
change the
cow.
trajectory of the entire
I hope they
playoffs.
fight every single game this series.
I hope Matt Rempe.
I hope Matt
that's too
Rempe
mean.
lays out Tom Wilson or
I was
something.
gonna say like headshots him, but like
That's insane.
I mean, that's a little mean, but
that is.
it would be a
little mean.
taste of his own medicine, and he'd be like, "Oh, maybe I should not."
Just slaps him with a stick center ice.
Dude, my favorite NHL image is the one of like Wilson getting absolutely wrecked by Ryan Reeves in the finals that one year. Dude, if I ever met Ryan Reeves, that would be the picture I want signed by him.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah. When we were talking yesterday about, you were like, oh, the Bruins and they always get like, the Leafs always get like tossed around by them. That's another guy who the Leafs have that can
Yeah,
absolutely destroy them. I mentioned Bertuzzi and Domi to you.
Oh,
Add Ryan Reeves to that, baby.
This is gonna be.
I just think
Guys, playoffs are tomorrow.
Yeah.
the Bruins just know how to beat the Leafs in the playoffs.
Doesn't matter. Ryan
What do you
Reeves,
mean doesn't matter?
Ryan Reeves,
What do you
Tyler
mean?
Bertuzzi, and Max Domi are gonna absolutely
Okay, that's nice.
ragdoll.
Yeah, the Leafs.
They're absolutely
The
gonna
Leafs
ragdoll
add
the
all these
rat.
guys in the offseason. They still can't.
They're gonna absolutely
make
ragdoll that rat.
any noise in the playoffs.
They're going to make noise.
You say that
Matthews is going
every
to go
year. You say that
insane
every
this
year.
season.
Keep telling yourself that.
They're gonna go
The
insane.
core
this
four
season.
just doesn't know how to
Core
win the
four's gonna go
playoffs.
crazy this year.
Keep saying that.
I'm going to because it's going to happen.
Every year.
As of right now, they're regular season guys. And as of right
this
now,
season they're making the
Austin
playoffs.
Matthews has the Ovechkin choke label in the
No,
playoffs.
they're not. You know what? If you know what? As much as I
Whoa,
listen,
that
listen
is
here.
slander.
Listen here, buddy.
Oh
If
boy.
What?
Ovechkin went as much as I hated to see it.
It
'cause
took
they
him
went-
15 years to win a cup.
You know what? You know what? But he did. He did win the cup,
Okay.
and he did it with that team. Matthews is going to win the cup with the Toronto Maple Leafs. You know, bring it back.
It's not
going
going to be this year.
It's going to be this year.
No, it's not.
What I
Absolutely.
heard the past
So you think
5
they're gonna beat Boston, and
Beat
then
Boston, beat
then they're gonna
Tampa.
beat Florida or Tampa, and then they're
Yes.
gonna beat Carolina, and then they're gonna beat Dallas in the Cup final. You're crazy. They're
Just spoiled his bracket. No, you didn't. Actually, you didn't.
They're going. Listen. If the Rangers can beat Carolina, the Leafs have had the Rangers' number. They can beat Igor in the Rangers.
they gotta get past.
in the Eastern
So you're
Conference
saying they
Final.
had their number, but yet Boston has the Leafs number.
Okay. How about this? Okay. Listen to me. No. Listen. Tampa Bay had our number in the playoffs. Last season, the Demons were exercised. John Tavares scored the game.
And then what
winner.
happened after that?
I ran around my...
Florida.
We want Florida.
They learned from last season. They added
What did
physicality.
they learn?
They added the physicality that they were lacking in that series, and they're going to absolutely destroy.
I have questions about their
absolutely
goaltending. I have
run
questions
down-
about their goaltending. I have questions about their defense.
Listen, Elias Samsonov has been one of the best goaltenders since like February,
Okay,
March.
that doesn't
Joseph
matter.
Woll
When
is
the
a
lights
nice
are brightest, they
up-and-coming
fold. When the
team,
lights are brightest, they
and
fold.
Matt Murray's coming back healthy. They're going to be.
You're talking about Matt
great.
Murray right now.
Yes, Matt Murray
We're talking
is
about
in
playoff
the AHL right now, conditioning.
If it comes
Get back
down to Matt
healthy.
Murray, the Leafs are in big trouble. That's all I'm saying.
Matt Murray's a two-time Stanley Cup champion with
In
the Penguins.
2017,
So what? Matt Murray can have an absolutely insane recovery and lead this team to the promised land. I promise you.
if he's gonna be leading your team, it's gonna be early trip out.
It's not going to be an early trip out. It's not. It's
See.
not.
We'll see. Boston has your number.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Not this year.
Okay.
Things can
And then if they
change.
beat Boston, they have to go to Florida.
Okay, that's fine. Well, physicality.
If
Matthew
you can't
Tkachuk-
tell that, I think that's my favorite song for the new Taylor Swift album.
We'll go ahead and we'll beat
I'm gonna
Tampa
be sending.
again.
If Toronto makes the second round, and anytime they lose in the next round, I'm sending you that song every time.
Fortnite's the best song on the album, by the way.
You've only
Anyway.
listened to that song.
Yes. Because Post Malone's in it. Anyway,
Okay, let's get into Pups and
Leafs
Deep.
are winning the
Nick,
cup.
I wish your Leafs the best of luck.
Thank you. They're the only team that makes me actually happy and not watch the rest of the season right now.
He's funny.
Because
Okay.
the Penguins literally made me cry in a computer lab.
Wait till the first round, buddy.
I
Good
mean,
Matt Palangi.
the Penguins, they've done it.
Just call me Matt Palangi.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a brutal label to have.
Here's a brutal label. I'm getting so
First
harassed.
this is
today.
teleprompter, and now
The
Matt
teleprompter.
Palangi
Sunk the ship.
The
and now-
ship.
absolutely rammed the ship into the iceberg.
Wow, I've done so much for you guys this season, and this is the thanks I get.
You were yelling at us 5 minutes before the show started.
Guys, I've had a stressful day.
Well, you're gonna have a great night. A lot of
It's gonna
fun.
be
A lot of
okay.
editing.
A lot of editing.
A lot of picture taking.
Oh, yes. I'm going back to edit.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna be chilling with
How
Jake.
about we move on to Pucks and Deep? It's
Okay,
time
sounds
for the final Pucks and Deep of the year. And, of course, it needs to be a little sentimental one. Don't cry.
Bye, tear.
What was
sad.
our favorite moments from the season? Because, like, obviously this was a rough season.
I haven't thought about it, to be honest.
I haven't thought about it. I don't know if I have one.
Could be something you watched, something you went to, but think about
I have to look through my camera roll, actually.
it.
Megan, do you want to go first?
Oh gosh, I need to think about this real quick.
I can go first if needed.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got mine.
honestly, I think my favorite was going to the Yager retirement ceremony. Obviously, the Penguins absolutely choked in that game, but the ceremony itself and then having Yager come out on the ice for warm-ups was just awesome.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
cool.
not expecting it. Like, I was so excited when he came out. I think that was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's fair.
My favorite moment from the season. First of all, just meeting all you guys, going to the games with you guys have
Oh
been
yes.
Yeah, we
been
all did.
amazing. It's my first year in Pittsburgh. The family photos stick out. That was an unreal time.
That was
That-
fun.
That's mine.
That was fun. And then my favorite game this year was against Detroit, where EK scored. I mean, the roof just exploded off the place. It was
With
It was-
Pirate Peyton.
with Pirate Pain in
Oh my
the
goodness.
flesh. But yeah, it was just a great season. I know they came up short, but yeah, it was a good year. So
Yeah, my favorite, like I said, probably the family photos. I mean, I was with
with the squad,
I was with
That's
the
really
squad.
nice.
I was with like literally my 4 closest friends
Aw.
that I've met here. Like we were all together on the ice at PBG Paints Arena. Like
just having a grand old
you
time.
just couldn't ask for better. You know what I mean?
You really
like
couldn't. And we're gonna be back on
like it's
Sunday.
all of us. Like all 5 of us. Just
Good
you
time.
can't
Yeah.
beat that.
It
I'm
was
about like
great.
crying. God,
Don't cry.
Oh, you just get teared up.
dude. Like
We'll be
literally
back.
that's my home screen too. Like
Aw.
it's my 4 favorite people at this school. Like
Thanks, Nick.
Means
I'm
a lot.
Gonna miss you guys.
Love you, man.
Love you both.
All right. Any final
Oh, I'm
comments
like-
before
God,
Nick starts
who cutting-
bawling his
who cutting-
eyes
who
out?
cutting onions in here, bro. Like, come on.
I mean, they are on that sandwich.
They're on that plate.
I forgot
My
Megan's
lunch
sandwich
over
had-
there.
Megan's lunch. It's been sitting here for like 2 hours. She's taken like 1 bite.
I'm like grazing it. Okay.
She's been too busy editing actually.
Yes. Yes, I have. And I'm still only on the first round of the East. So,
Anyway, yeah.
any more comments?
I mean,
Anyone
it's
got
been
any-
a great year since where we started. Where we were here for like 4 hours before we could record,
That was
so we couldn't get the audio right.
that
But
felt like yesterday.
It was also today
we've come
because we
along.
had audio issues again.
we've come a long way.
We did.
We've always been dialed in from the start. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's never been joking around or anything like
Yeah.
that around here. But
Thanks
Just-
thanks to like all of our
Nice.
guests this season.
Yeah, Tracy,
Nathan,
Jaden,
Jaden.
Nathan, Andrew.
Yeah.
Hopefully have more
Andrew.
next year.
yeah,
Oh, Molly and Morgan.
For watching one day.
For
We'll
coming
get
in
you guys
watching.
on.
Thanks to
Oh my goodness. I forgot. They wanted to make brackets and have me talk about it on the show. Molly Morgan, I will make a special little video for you guys. I promise.
yeah. But we'll be active on Instagram and all of that.
absolutely.
And yeah, we still have a meeting to discuss the
Yeah, we do.
future.
Yes.
We will. There
Uh,
will be content this
Yeah,
summer. We
have
promise.
to keep it.
We're not going ghost for 3 months.
Yeah, we have to keep it rolling. Obviously, free agency, the draft, trades that are gonna take place in the off season. We'll
Kyle do his revenge
yeah,
tour.
we'll
this
bring
offseason.
that out. too.
Yes.
But I'll be back
Watching it.
home in Chicago. These two will be here in Pittsburgh. So
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Thanks to Nick, Tanner, Wayne, Tara. Who
Yeah.
else? Who else?
You said Nick, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Nick,
Nick,
Tanner,
Tanner,
Wayne,
Wayne,
Tara.
and just the
Tara.
Center for Media Innovation. As,
Everyone at
Yeah.
the CMI for allowing us to take this place every Friday.
big thanks to right
Mhm.
here,
for
Megan,
you.
just
Now,
editing,
thanks to
editing the videos, keeping
you.
us in
thanks
check,
Megan for
keeping
literally
us in
kind of carrying this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Megan does like all of our editing and everything, and a lot of the planning and stuff. I think we need to kind of step it up next
Yeah,
year.
we do.
We
Yeah.
absolutely need to.
We'll discuss that.
We
in
have
the
to
meeting.
step up in the
Yeah, Megan's kind of carried us through
Yeah.
this first year. Not gonna lie.
All right.
A
well,
fun fact.
Oh.
Sorry, I was
Go ahead.
gonna keep going. Originally when we were gonna do this, it was just gonna be me and Jake.
Yeah,
and
that
then
would
Jake
have
had-
not ended up well.
Yeah, and then Jake was like, "Hey, is it cool this Megan girl joins us?" I was
This
like,
Megan girl.
I didn't say it like that.
"You didn't," but that's like how I read it, and I was just like, "Yeah, sure." I don't know her, but like, okay. Met her before we recorded.
It's funny because like I just wrote it down as like a radio show, and then you just wrote your name. I'll do this with him without me like even asking you.
And I'm like,
And
guys,
then you asked me, and I was like,
we need
oh,
the
like-
podcast studio.
And then you asked me about it like a few hours later, and I was like, "Oh, I just wrote my name and then put an arrow to your
That was
thing."
like when I barely knew you.
I know.
That was
That was
such
like
a long-
Barely knew
that was like
each
the
other.
first. That was like
Now
the
we're
first week of
besties.
knowing each
Yeah,
other.
that was literally a 1 weekend.
Guys, aw.
Should we tell the viewers how we met too?
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah. So we were at Sideline, which is
Well,
like the
that's not where we first met. We met in
Okay,
Easton
technically we met in our first 8 a.m. class on
on a Monday.
a Monday, right? The first Monday of school. This guy's in my class. For the very first assignment, we had to go and introduce ourselves to 3 people who we didn't know. I literally, it was so early that I literally don't remember this conversation happening.
It must have been such an awkward conversation.
But like, I apparently went up to him and started talking to him. Don't remember the conversation at all.
What I would do to go back and see that.
Me too. Just to see like how awkward we
Yeah.
were. And then like, what was it, 2 days later? Or
Yeah,
a week later or
A
something?
week later at like Sideline.
A week later, we were at Sideline, which is like the Point Park sports show that we do at through UView Television at Point Park. He was there, and somebody mentioned he was like the hockey guy, so I kind of like got jealous. That I was like, I want to be known as the hockey guy. So I kind of like walked up to Jake and I was like, "Hi, I'm Jake." Like, "Hi, I heard you like hockey. I do too." And
And then
I was like,
got-
"Can I
then
add you on Snap?"
Then I rizzed him up, asked for a snap, and I saw the penguins like emoji. I'm like, it's done. This guy,
Guys,
this is
I
my
think
boy.
I think this needs to happen next year. I think I need to join Sideline, and we just rotate like for a Penguin segment every week.
I kind of want to do I said that Jake could do the Penguin segment, and I do a NASCAR segment.
Jake and I will take the Penguin segment,
Okay.
but we
Sounds
would
good.
love to have you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do a Penguin. I'll join you on the Penguin segment too if
Yeah.
you guys want.
We'll
I think,
have
or just a have a shift day segment.
have a shift day segment. Here.
Yeah, kind of like.
Like us three talk about, recap the games and stuff.
Well,
I mean,
then that would kind of
there's-
diminish the point of the podcast.
there's a lot.
Like
there's-
a quick, like we go more in depth on
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah, just a quick thing, and then we'll just say like we'll have more.
you
this
actually
week.
do read from a teleprompter, so
Like you know how like, I almost just call him Steelers fan 7. You know how John like
Yeah.
does like his
Yeah,
little
like,
recap
we'll-
things,
we'll have our.
but like he does more like when he posts.
yeah,
Like it'd be kind of like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Mm.
yeah, we'll talk more about it.
And just one big
Um,
thanks to all the people that take out of time today to listen to us.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone who
Thank
watches and
you.
listens
We appreciate
to us.
the support.
We
and-
do. I want to give a special shout out to my friend Mia because she asked for a shout out, but she texted me after the Penguins lost. She was like, well, first she was just like hey, how you doing and stuff, and then she was like, I'm sad the Penguins, because I guess she was like in class during the Penguins' last game,
Oh.
and she was like watching it in class. She wasn't paying attention to her class.
Hmm.
No, it was a Nashville game, I think.
Mm.
That she was watching the game like in class, and she was like snapping me, and then she was like, yeah, like they're eliminated. I'm sad. And then she was like, oh, what did she say? She said something else. Oh, she was sad that like, Jeff Carter's retirement and stuff.
Oh.
Maybe it was the Islanders game, not the Nashville game, sorry, that she was watching. But, and then she was texting me, like, also, like, I love the podcast, I love listening to you three, like.
That's awesome. to
Shout
hear.
out to
Yeah.
Molly Morgan too, because they like to have little watch parties for us.
Yeah, I noticed how they, like, snap me, they were
Yeah.
watching, I'm
Yeah.
like, one of them, they're, like, snapping me like this, and they were, like,
yeah.
pointing at the screen. I was just like, oh,
They're
that's funny.
great.
Yeah, shout out to my mom for like listening to the
Shout
stream
out
and
to my
like
parents,
posting it on Facebook and stuff.
grandparents.
Like my parents, everyone, my brother
Alright.
who follows us, which I didn't
There's
know.
so many shout outs. Like,
Dude,
there's
there's
so
so
much
many.
support.
Megan's
and-
telling me to wrap it up because she has places to be.
You're
so-
not supposed to say that. I'm telling you that.
No,
Okay.
but we're gonna say
we
it
need a
'cause
picture
why not?
before we.
We
Okay.
do need a picture. We need to
Okay.
recreate the selfie from like the first day.
Oh, okay. We'll do that.
So yeah. Anyway.
Thank you
pleasure.
guys. It's been
Thank you
it's been a
guys.
great year.
Thank you for listening and watching. The merch is still available.
Oh yeah, cop the merch by the way. Please do. Cop
We'll
the
be
merch.
back next season.
We'll be back next season. The Leafs will be the Stanley Cup champions.
Stay up to date with us. We'll have some stuff.
You need to update the Twitter.
I'm gonna be rusty
Yeah.
when we come back. Like, I
Like,
wonder how.
you need to start working on the Twitter.
Can
a
you
bit
work
more.
on the Twitter? You know more about Twitter.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Can I take care of the Instagram? Like,
and we all can.
okay.
All right. Well, trying to make sure.
What?
Don't forget to
I don't know
follow.
if I want Mr. Anti-Comma to run the Instagram.
Stay up to date with us on Twitter at haveashift_a.
It's X.
I don't care. Or Instagram at haveashift.a. And
And
yeah.
hopefully my cough that I've had all season basically goes away at some point because this is starting to really bug me.
I'm sorry.
The never-ending cough that I've had like all school year.
All right. Well, thanks for
Thank
tuning
you,
in.
guys.
Thank
We'll
you
be
guys.
back. Don't worry.
Let's go, Pants.
Go
Thanks
Leafs
for
go.
a great year.
Pants.
We want Boston. No, I'm kidding.
Don't say it.
I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Florida.
Let's go, Pants.
But the Leafs are gonna win the Stanley Cup. Fuck it.
Let's go, Pants.
Bye.